Test, mic test. Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the afternoon session here. Our afternoon sessions are focused mainly on internet marketing, lead generation, traffic, and conversion. I personally believe and think that the income that you generate, or actually the website for your business in itself, should be revenue producing and very well an income generating little activity or a source of income, whether part-time or full-time. If you are just joining us live for the very first time, thank you for checking out our content. As always, you will find all of our main videos and instructional and how-tos on our main website, right? While we wait for our general inquiries and questions to come in from our group coaching students, let me go ahead and touch base with some of our subscribers, our panelists, and content contributors that are a part of these daily internet marketing training sessions. Lauren, good morning. Glad to see you were able to transition over here along with our subscribers on the noon session. How is everything going on your end?
Very good. How about you?
Fantastic, doing really well. Excited for this week's content. My main focus is putting together a web series utilizing Facebook. So you've covered some basic topics with regards to Facebook. Want to make sure everybody checks all that out in the Start Here 101 section of everybody's website, right? There's always two components. If you are in this series, you have either been referred here from one of the internet marketers or the content contributors that are a part of our noon session. All the replays are posted on their website under the resources section. Any previous training that we had done, which is either
Hi there.
divided into
If you'd
two
like
segments.
to keep up to date with my latest and greatest.
The first half of our daily internet marketing training series is dedicated to our group coaching students and those that are in our business program. Lauren deals directly with entrepreneurs, business owners, and professionals that already have websites and products and services to market and offer. We did a nice little segment over the last 30 days breaking down not only how I generated a little over 20,000 in the form of a website, but also the overview on the website itself, how it works, where the money comes from, and giving you a nice and in-depth session on internet marketing and how you are going to build an income online. You can follow along checking out the detailed version. That's where Lauren's segments, you will find some of that training on here, and it's been divided depending on obviously the section or the content that we have scheduled for today. But you will find everything in a nice chronological order so that you can directly apply this into your own businesses or get started making an income here online. Now, in addition to the detailed version of the website, like I mentioned, any of our content contributors would have a very similar format or layout to their website. Some things may change on their website, but there will always be a Start Here 101 section where you will find the detailed breakdown. Or for those of you that are more of the monkeys and the lions, like in Lauren's little segment on the different types of people to market to or the personality types, let's say you want to get started in less than an hour. Okay, you'll figure out all this other stuff and reread all that stuff later on, but you're looking for the quick version, how to get started in under an hour type of action taker. I can appreciate and respect that. I'm the same way. So we have what we call the Quick Start Challenge, okay, where this is an actual, here's a 5-minute walkthrough video, and there will be a banner underneath the video for you to directly apply the concepts in that session. For example, how to buy a domain name, your web hosting. You can have your website up in under an hour simply by following the Quick Start Challenge video series, okay? And so this week is going to be all about Facebook, basic and some advanced stuff. And then I'm going to be focusing and devoting the next 30 days for mid-May up until June of next month into free and low-cost strategies, okay? So
Hi there. If
sorry,
you'd like to keep up to date with my
pop-ups will
latest and
pop up and
greatest
start
tips.
yelling in my ear. So when I cringe, that's because the pop-up mysteriously popped up. But do check out those sections here on the website. You may not be joining us live. You may be joining us here in the form of a video posting. Again, the websites may look different, but there's always going to be one thing the same, wherever you're watching this video. It's that there will always be a Start Here 101 section and a resources page for any of our previous video replays. Looks like Maria finally got online. Okay. But I see the opening start page for the palace. Got it, got it. Thanks for confirmation. Calvin says we're good to go. Perfect. All right. Lauren, I will make you the presenter. And while you get some of the slides up for today's session, we're talking part 3, and you're wrapping up that series that you've put together so far, yes?
Yep, and it'll be really quick today, just to kind of wrap it up.
Awesome. Do you have, are you going to segue or do an intro into your next upcoming topics? Or where are you on when you're doing your next series?
I wasn't ready for it today. We just have to talk further because I didn't have your direction.
Okay. Got the most recent content and videos though, right? Last week?
No.
Sent via WeTransfer? Or did
Yeah, that's what I have right now.
Got it. Okay, perfect. So that's the series you're wrapping up right now.
Exactly.
Got it. All right, so I'll go ahead and make you the panelist, turn that one over here, and while we double check and wait for that, I'll touch base with Steve. Steve, there's a few videos. I checked your site, so let me share some numbers on how that site is doing while Lauren gets her slides up here. We'll need a walkthrough video, do a Jing video, Steve, on how to find wholesalers or the We Buy Houses companies in a certain target market or area. What we want to do is build a list of quote-unquote We Buy Houses companies, which we all know is really just a wholesaler trying to build a cash buyer's list. And so a Jing video Googling We Buy Houses Fresno, because I know that's one of the territories we're going to start doing businesses in, and copy paste into an Excel database the information that they find on Google, and so that the virtual assistants can build out a list of wholesalers in that area so that we can we can contact them and add them into our database of deals that we can buy from. Any questions? You're on self-mute, by the way.
Yeah, I think I got it. I was typing my notes in. I'm cooking lunch right now. I typed my notes in there. I got it. I will do that after the session. We buy how Google, copy paste info. Easy,
exactly.
Right?
And then that's going to go back
to
you and me for us to call
It's like the agent campaign. Yep. Okay.
Perfect. So we need to get that one up and running as we farm those new areas and the new content that needs to go into that website. All right, perfect. So we can see your slides, Lauren. You are good to go.
Awesome. Okay, perfect. So I've been doing advanced sales strategies for the past couple times. So just to wrap this one up, so we've set the stage, we've built the rapport, we've used all of our ninja tricks, but the biggest thing is to get the sale actually closed. If you never give them a call to action, you never ask for the sale, it's probably never going to happen. People, they need direction to actually get stuff done. Okay, so this will be a quick one today, just finishing that up. Perfect. So information, I do a lot of talking, and then performance, I'm ready for action. So you definitely have to do a twofold with those two. So the best thing is once you start to have that relationship with them, we've talked about building up that relationship via email, sharing information, putting yourself into it. And now it comes time to when you actually have somebody that's ready to do business with you, whether it's on email, generally like a phone or a webinar conversation, you're really ready to move things forward. So now it's time to have a conversation with that prospect. So the first thing, obviously a greeting, how's it going, that kind of an aspect. And then a great thing to just keep things moving, to maximize your time and to just kind of set the stage is to just make a statement and kind of like a time link statement. Hey, I have a few minutes before I have to run over to a meeting or jump on another call, something like that. So you set a time length on it, and then that way it's not an open-ended, kind of, you see where the conversation gets to. It's by stating up front exactly how much time, it'll make the most out of the call that you have with them. And then it's all about having questions. The biggest thing is you want to figure out exactly what their problem is. You talked about yourself a lot and their problems, you know, when it's via email, but it's general. It's directed to them, towards their avatar. But now it's coming down to the actual individual, and you need to know exactly where they are at, so that way you can get a sense of how you can help them. So, you know, greeting statement, figure out the questions, and you want to do that. And the best way is to have a conversation through what we call reform, which is what I'll share with you guys coming up. But basically, you know, keep in mind those questions, keep in mind the fact that you need to figure out what their problem is, and then figure out what the problem is via the conversations that you'll have. And then the last thing is give them a set call to action. So basically here in this stage of the game, in order to close sales, is you need to get them talking about themselves. People love to talk about themselves. The more they talk about themselves, the more they actually like you, because they love talking about themselves. Great. So form, keep that in mind. It doesn't have to go in any particular order, but it's family, so make sure to ask about their family. You know, you can pick up different things. And, you know, in most conversations, it's like, oh, hey, you know, you hear that they have kids, and I would say, oh, well, guess what? I actually have 3 kids myself. No, in this case, you know, when you're doing the sales calls, let them talk. Don't interrupt, you know, and add in your own things in there like you would, you know, in a regular conversation, kind of that back and forth banter. In a sales conversation, keep it about them as much as possible. So their family, their occupation, their recreation. And in this sense, using a great statement, what would they like to be doing right now? And that's a great way to not only solve that question of, you know, what is it that they need to get, you know, how you can help them with their problem, but you can tie that into the recreation. So, and whatever it is, we talked about in previous things, is people have to see you and view you as the solution to their problem. So figure out what their problem is, and then what is it that they would like to be doing? You know, would they prefer to be on vacation right now? Would they prefer to be, you know, traveling around the world? Do they love their job? They'd love to just be able to work their job, but have, you know, plenty of money, so your services might be able to help build them up in other aspects. So whatever that might be, make sure that you know, ask those questions and get to that bottom line. What would they prefer to be doing? And then the last thing is the motivation. What do they want? So what do they like to do? And then what do they want out of it? And so that's where, once you have the answers to these, especially the recreation, the motivation aspects, you know how you can position yourself in a way to offer them a solution to get them closer to those goals that they're trying to attain. So that helps build your rapport, and they want to do business with you. The key is to be more interested in someone than interesting to them. So definitely keep that in mind. You know, the more you talk about yourself, not in a sales conversation. Keep it all about them, and they love, love, love to talk about themselves. You can get a gist of that and go from there. And then the basic with the call to action. So you've had your conversation, you've built the rapport, and then when it comes down to it, awesome. Well, when are you ready to get this started? So it's, you need to get a commitment from them as far as time accountability, when they're ready to proceed, and then accountability is, you know, following up with them. A great thing here is if somebody, you know, they say, hey, yes, you know, if it's insurance, well, I'm ready to get my insurance policy, you know, next Friday on payday. Well, you know, don't wait until, you know, the following Monday. Hey, what happened? On that Friday, say, hey, you know, we made the commitment, you're ready to get your insurance, let's do it now. And then if they say, oh, well, something came up or something, that's actually the best time to go ahead and reschedule a commitment. You know, say, hey, you know, I know life gets in the way and things come up. Well, you know, so when's the next time that we can do it? So you always, you know, if they have to break a commitment, make sure to commit them exactly, you know, at the time that they go ahead and break the first commitment. So get that accountability for their commitment that they lay down. So, you know, when, how soon can you, what day, how much, how quickly. Those are the types of questions you need to ask to be able to get a firm commitment from them and move them forward. If you never ask for the sale to close, chances are it will never actually close. So your to-do list. So just make sure in this regard, people come to you when they're ready. So stay consistent, stay actively doing whatever it is that you're working on, and be genuinely interested in people. That's, you can't really fake that. Sales is a people game, whether, you're doing it, online through videos, email marketing, direct sales, whatever your niche might be. Hopefully on the internet if you're watching these webinars, but whatever that might be, build that relationship. But it's all people. As I mentioned, one of the things, your list is not just a list of email addresses. There's people behind those email addresses. So be interested in what they have to say, and chances are you can help the right people in your list. And then make sure that you don't ever stop, your blogging, your social media, your emailing, because if they're not ready now, if they joined your list, if they're interested in your services, they might not be ready to do business with you this second, but don't stop. Because the second that you stop and suddenly they need your service, well, they're going to find somebody else to take your place. Awesome. So you're going to give them the information plus you in the back thing. And then when you're ready to close the sale, use these techniques to make it all about them, and it'll equal your sales. And this is just a great little tidbit. I wasn't sure where to throw it in. But a great recommendation is to always include a photo of yourself and put it in your email signature when you're corresponding with your list, putting that you in there, building that rapport. So it's about you and their problems when you aren't speaking directly with them. And then just keep in mind, when you actually have them and you're ready to close that sale, it's all about them. Great. And then repetition is the mother of all learning, the father of action, which makes it the architect of accomplishment. So whatever it is, just keep in mind anything with sales, you're not focused on the today. You're repeating and setting the stage, and eventually they're going to start popping. And hopefully with these techniques, you get them to start converting and get those sales up faster than you would be without these skills. And that'll do it.
Awesome. Lauren, a couple follow-up questions on there, right? On your, you talked about getting on the phone with your prospects. What are some things that you look for before you get on the phone?
Gail, I think you're muted.
You are accurate and correct there. Follow-up question. You're talking about getting on the phone with your leads and your prospects and building a relationship. First and foremost, we want you guys to use the autoresponder series that we have as a group coaching student. You do get access to an entire autoresponder series, which allows you to build a relationship digitally. You can do it on the internet. It doesn't take up your time, and it releases content to your Facebook list or your targeted subscriber list, and allows you to connect with them that way. So first and foremost, making sure you're using the autoresponder that you have access to as a group coaching student, or if not, come up with your own series so that you can leverage that. Now, in addition to using an autoresponder, you talk about getting on the phone with these leads and with these prospects. So what, before you get on the phone with somebody, what are some things that you look for? Who do you spend time with before you get on the phone? Because the last thing you want to do is spend hours on the phone with the wrong people.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where, you've built your list, you have that rapport, you've maximized your time, building a relationship with a whole bunch of different people. And then, if you're actually getting on the phone with them, chances are, they're very interested in what you have to do. I would definitely, have some emailing back and forth and make sure it's actually viable and worth your time to get on the phone with them. Mm-hmm. And then from there, that's also why I mentioned at the very beginning, setting the stage that you don't have, an endless amount of time on the phone with them. So definitely, whatever it might be, if you want to say 15 minutes, I have, if you schedule your call for, say like 1:45 or something, and say, well, I have a call coming in at 2 that I have to bounce to, that also keeps it moving. You can build that rapport, but it's not like they just think they can talk for hours and hours, like some family members of mine. I'm selective on when I pick up the phone because literally they don't stop talking. And if you've never talked on the phone with somebody, before, you've only been emailing, you don't know they could be, a chatterbox. So definitely setting the stage up front. That way you're not rude and cutting them off, but you're also keeping your time maxed out.
Awesome. Good stuff. Other questions on here? Let's see. Time management, definitely need this. The autoresponder, Kelvin, when you had signed up, it will be inside of your Mastermind account. You would have gotten your login info for the Mastermind website, and there is a 30-day autoresponder series that you have access to in there. It is in the welcome video, or I'm sorry, in the very, very first sections of the account when you first logged in. So I want to make sure that you guys are leveraging all these different tools. Is it possible to edit the 30-day autoresponder in internet marketing and then use that in a different niche? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The autoresponder series is about 30 days. And so if you are going into the, if, for example, if you're in fashion and makeup, right, or hair and makeup, then you would simply change everything that says internet marketing to hair and makeup, and you would apply it to your hair and makeup blog or your hair and makeup website. And that autoresponder is inside of your Mastermind website under your BIM account. There is a walkthrough video that shows you how to activate your autoresponder series.
Hey there, my friend.
Yep, and all basic and group coaching students do get access to all that. And all you have to do is go to the autoresponder setup of the website, and it'll show you how to do that right here. So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 would be where you load the campaign and get access to that 30-day sequence. I would recommend just update it to whatever niche you're doing, since this autoresponder series is it's tested, it's proven, we know that it works, and it's doing very well. It's done very well for building it digitally, building a relationship with your list digitally, right? So it's under the business section of your website. Okay, so if you click on the Business Center, go to the original funnel and click on Autoresponder Setup, and voila, there you go. It's already all in there, so I want you to make sure you check that out. Okay, so with regards to Facebook, how are we going to get this all organized, structured? There is a nice little, how long do we have on? Is it Friday, Lauren? Fridays when you're doing the workshop?
Yes.
How much?
Yep, Friday I'm doing a live workshop.
Okay, so Friday you have a live workshop. What's the time frame? How much time are they given for speaking and training and content?
Yeah, I would say, well, it's an hour and a half total for the meeting, so I would say I have somewhere between 30 minutes, 45. If I really need to go longer, I don't think that would be a problem, but I'd probably aim for that 30, 45 minutes.
Okay, so from a training, here's what to present standpoint, there's definitely going to be enough for about, I'd say 30, 45 minutes. If you're going for stop and follow along, let's do it, there won't be nearly enough time.
No, it's not a stop and follow along aspect, it's just a talk. Because then we're going to be doing a follow-up appointment, like the bring your laptops and exactly like you're saying, follow
Awesome.
And,
so with that in mind, again, the group coaching packages, I'm going to give you guys a preview, but this is how we're going to break down our Facebook series. So we've already covered some of the introduction and basics, groups, forums, how to find target market groups, Facebook forums, fan pages. We've done that early here in the detailed version of the Quick Start series, so check that out. What we can focus on that 45 minutes is definitely graph searches and using custom audiences. Using custom audiences and then coming up with retargeted ads, or at least campaigns that they can launch after the 45-minute window. And then beyond that, they will need to either sign up for a hands-on workshop, maybe 3 to 4 hours, or they would need to enlist or bring on board a consultant or a specialist, someone like yourself, to come on board and help implement these campaigns. So we're going to cover this in detail starting tomorrow, and then come Wednesday you'll be able to develop the slides and we'll be able to split them up into a your segment, my segment for the Friday 45-minute talk. But given that time frame, I was guesstimating 30. If we have 45, then this is going to be the agenda that we can cover on Friday session.
Awesome. Okay. It looks like you're looking at the screen. You're not supposed to be showing your screen, right?
Yes, I am.
No
It's
worries.
still asking, no wonder you're still the presenter, so let me pull that one over. And then that way you guys know exactly what I'm talking about and can see my screen. There you go. So I'll have you take a look at that, get caught up on the agenda, and that's the one, Steve. Google search term, and then it's going to be in the following territories. Copy paste, yes. Correct. So a Jing video showing the virtual assistants how to do that. We're going to send it to them tonight so that they can work on that, and hopefully by Wednesday we'll have a database of leads that we can start calling on. Right? So while welcome. We are good to go there. So Lauren, that's going to be the topics by Wednesday. Use the training from tomorrow to come up with the slides, and then we'll divvy up the presentation for the Friday session.
Awesome. And then are you planning on doing it live with me?
Yeah, I'll do like a small segment on the advanced stuff to help fill in the gaps.
Cool.
All right, so tentatively we got that taken care of. Awesome. This is going to be our agenda on Facebook, and we're going to divide that over the next 2 days. And let me get you guys a recap for those that are on the session. I shared how I've been using Facebook to start building a list, right? To build a list of targeted subscribers for my website or for my niche. So I've been going on website using Facebook events and going to fan pages, swiping and building a database of targeted URLs and IDs. We're going to revisit that as part of the Facebook series, but we were able to start a nice little targeted list of 1,400 people who are interested in real estate products or training. Okay, and I sent an email blast on Friday, and so far open rate is at 30%. Click-through rate is at about 8%. Yeah, so if we have our initial goals, we wanted to set a goal of, is it 30% click-through rate? Here we go. 30% open rate, sorry. Open rate, have a 20% open rate. So from an open rate standpoint, we did really well. At least we have a 30%, so we're above that. Now in the click-through rate, okay, we want a 30% click-through rate. Here is where we got hit a little bit. We're at a click-through rate of 8.1%. Now I sent this email early on a Friday, right? So it also hit on a Friday, but I am going to keep I'm going to re-email this list, if not today, by tomorrow, with a new training video and with new content. So I'm not trying to sell them anything, at least directly. Right now, we are sending them to the website simply to drive traffic to a new website that we have launched or relaunched. And that new website is learntoinvestforfree.com. I am a full-time real estate investor, and so part of my day-to-day activities now is to update my real estate website and start producing an online income from this website. Now, As a real estate investor, I make my money by doing deals, right? So that's still my main focus. But the website can be very well, should be an income producing website by offering or leasing out ad space or offering affiliate products and trainings, right? And so we are testing selling a workshop, okay?
Hi there.
We're testing selling a workshop, and so far there actually has been 2 purchases on the website. So let me open and double check. So my first goal is subscribers, right? Get up to 1,000 subscribers on this particular list. And I believe in Get Response. Okay. So we sent an email blast to targeted traffic. And so far, we got 132 subscribers. Okay, so 132 subscribers, right? We are about 10% of our subscriber goal, right? We want to have 1,000 subscribers. That's our first main goal and metric that we are pushing for, right? 1,000 subscribers. Here it is. We want to get it at 1,000 subscribers. We know we have a good open rate with this website. With this list, because I'm farming this list of subscribers off of Facebook. I'm targeting, I have a targeted custom audience on Facebook, which is converting well so far. They're clicking and they're opening, which is good. And 100 people have become subscribers. We had a new sign up today, as it shows on there, and 0 yesterday. But if we take a look at it in the last 7 days, right? So slowly people are jumping on that list, which is good. Now, there has been some sales from it, which is a bonus. And so far, the online purchases on the website are about, let's see, we know we sold 1 item for $49, right? Like a training workshop. And so far, that has been the only one. Oh, no, 2. We got 2 sales. 1 for $49 and 1 for $25. So, not too bad. Not too bad. We're still not anywhere close to about $1 per subscriber a month, but we'll definitely get there. Now, everything is firing and working on the site. So what I need to do this week in order to hit my goal to build up, right now we only have 132 subscribers. So I'm going to keep driving traffic to this new website that I have put together, okay, up until I can get 1,000 subscribers. Now, as a bonus, since I'm part of this group coaching and we're working together and there's products that are done for you, I can already start offering different marketing products and services. Over the weekend, we generated about $60, $75 in revenue. And since this is my site, I do get to keep all of that. If this was an affiliate product, you could probably keep anywhere from maybe 10 to 90% of the revenue. It all depends on the type of product you are offering and selling. Okay, so this week we are going to focus on Facebook to keep driving traffic, both free and paid. If you missed the training session on Facebook, please check out the Facebook training because I'm using Facebook events to build up a list of real estate subscribers using Facebook events, targeted IDs for Facebook likes, and then we'll build out and design some fan pages tomorrow live on the session. On the email body, Steve, I did not send that on purpose, since I guess I can just set all that stuff up from my end. So no need to worry on that. I ended up scrapping it because it just kind of became like, I can just put it together myself anyway. So we're okay on that. Anything else that we need to update or let you guys know of? New registration links taken care of, so that's already out there. We are good to go. What else? what's the game plan now with that new site? Well, with that new site, like I mentioned, Facebook is going to be first and foremost one of the main things we're doing. Facebook paid marketing and Facebook free traffic using events. We're using the daily webinar as a lead magnet to get people to sign up and join our mailing list. Okay. Like Lauren had shared in her training on sales conversions, whether small products, big products, right? Basically converting a free subscriber into a paid one. You don't just try to sell them things right off the bat. You got to offer content, you got to offer training, build that trust and value, right? So we sent out we targeted 1,400 recipients, okay? And we've gotten 2 sales, $75, nothing crazy, but this isn't bad. I mean, this is great for completely cold traffic. Like, I have no relationship with these people. It's just off of Facebook. And we know that, you know, we got the laydowns, right? We got the 2 easy people who wanted to buy something, or, you know, it was a good fit for them at the time they saw the workshop, and then so they purchased the workshop or some sort of training package off of the website. Now, in order to get the rest of them, we need to start building a list with these guys. So if I'll hang out here for another minute or so, and then we can put together that email, Steve, for the VAs to start sending one by one. Did I give you access to the email account that they should send out the welcome email? Do you have access to that? Not yet. I can send it to you on this session if you need it.
No, you didn't. I sent you a welcome email that I'd been sending, but it's just really the links. So you didn't give me that info.
Okay. So we can work on that one here on this session. Ooh, dang, I just sent that to everybody in the chat line. We did not mean for that.
Just change you email it to me anyways, because when you, unless I copy it myself, I lose info and when you close the webinar, you know?
Well, if you could check the chat line right now and change the password, because we just broadcast the username and password to everyone, and then I'll start working on that welcome email.
All right, I got it.
Awesome.
Okay.
So to tie in what Lauren was talking about earlier, right? Building a relationship with these subscribers into customers. What's our one of the things that we are doing as a next step, right? So we sent this email out to them. This email out was sent as a blast using MailChimp, but we're going to go an extra mile here with this list, and we are having our assistant, our marketing team, our office, I myself, Steve, you know, somebody is going to send out an email one by one to each of these subscribers, right, to that leads list, because we want to get on the phone with them and we want to welcome them to our new website, and making sure that we can connect and provide good content. So welcome email. Yeah, I'll make the font smaller here so you guys can read it. But it's a simple email. All I'm doing is taking everybody. I want to take these people, these 1,431 generic or just some names and emails, and get on the phone with them, get an email, dialogue open, get feedback on the new website that we launched. I'm driving people to the site because I have stuff that I could sell now on it, right? If they want to buy marketing, if they want to buy workshops, if they want to buy training courses, there's product on the shelves for them to purchase. What I want to do now is to take them from just a cold name and email and start to develop a relationship and rapport with these guys. And so, yes, I could just use the autoresponder account to blast this out to everybody, but I am looking for two things. Number one, deliverability, first and foremost, and I want to maximize everybody on this list because it's got a great open rate. We're going to compare this as we move forward, but if you look at it, successful deliveries, it's about 97% successful deliveries into the email account, so it's a really, really good targeted list and campaign, so we want to take it up a notch, right? Now, not everybody's going to call me, and they're not going to call at the same time, so I am okay with that. Okay, perfect. So these emails are going to go out one by one. Yeah, I mean, are we doing too much? We already know it's good emails. That's a really good point. So we could send it out as a regular blast. That's possible, but I want to give you guys who are looking to bootstrap the manual version, which is how to just email them out. Email them out. So Steve, I think this is pretty good so far. Schedule a call. So they can talk to myself or they can talk to my associate here, Steve, right? Get on the phone with them. Then we can find out what they need. Steve, did you change that password?
I got my laptop in the kitchen right now, and I'm like cooking chili. I did change the password. Okay. I emailed you the new password from the account. We're all good. I just saw the email you're typing up. I like that email a lot, actually. Right. I really like it.
Okay, so this is now the email that would go out to everybody on this list, right? We're going to send it out manually one by one from the Gmail account that we've set up. And we want to start talking to these people, right? Hey, have you checked out the new website? What do you think? What do you like? Why haven't you bought any marketing? Or why are you buying another? You're talking to us for the wrong reason. We don't sell information. We sell marketing. If you want training, you can refer them to somebody else, right? So we're in the we now want to monetize the rest of this list.
Yeah, we don't sell purchase contracts. Well,
actually,
Frank just volunteered to send all those 1,400 emails.
If he can, yeah. Well, let's split it up. He can send some. No, he didn't. Liar. It'd be nice though. But okay, so if he can send some, he can send some. We have assistants that can manually contact this list, send it out. Also, so you've got the video on building the wholesaler list. Put the assistants on this email task right here. I'll send you this.
Yeah, you want the VAs to take care of it, or do you want us to do it locally here?
The VAs can help, right? You should only don't want to send out 100. It literally has to be one email per. It's not 5 going into.
I know it's got to be like 10 at a time, also, right? 10 a day.
Yeah,
or so.
About 10 a day at different times in the day. So you will work your magic on how to divide the total list. You've got that whole lead management thing off Excel down pat.
Yeah, I gotta make that video.
Okay.
How to run Gil's business on Google
How to
Docs.
run the business off of Google Docs. Okay, so this email is going to go out to everybody. What else? While I have you on the line, start another MailChimp account, getting all 1,400 onto this list.
You want me to do what I just did over the last 2 months and do it
Yeah,
again?
pretty much. But this time have the
Alright.
assistants do it. You have access to that stuff now.
Okay,
Right.
okay. It's not a big deal. It's like 30 a day, right? Add 30 to 40
Yeah,
a
but
day, same thing.
You're going to have calls coming in, so you got to focus on the calls.
I know.
So the goal
Alright.
here is every 30 days we have a different MailChimp account that we can reuse and and recontact everybody onto this list every 30 days, right? So for those that are in the free, I have to bootstrap it, then that's how they would do it, right?
Yeah, I like the MailChimp. It worked out really good, man. I mean, for a free account, it was really easy to upload them in, and then like the stats, like you were talking about the other day, the stats and stuff we got from the campaign were really good.
Yeah, it's pretty robust. It's nice. It's all on there, which is great. So it's definitely working out real nicely. I'm just typing in some links here, or at least putting the links in the code. We have the ability to have. It's okay for us to have people call us directly. If you don't, then you want to use this little trick that I've put in here, the Call Gil Now. There was a vendor called Time Trade, and for any vendors, plugins that we use, anything that I've paid for, and I'm using for the website, for our business here and building an online income, it will be in the resources section of the website, right? You can go to howtomakemoneyonline.gpc.com, check out the resources, and some are already on there, right? I believe Time Trade was added just today. But for those of you that are wondering what plugin I used, that is also in the resources section of the site as well, right? Awesome. Okay, guys, so takes no other scenarios. Looks like it's business as usual here for everyone. I'd put no obligation in the email. You know what? The subject, that's a very good point, Mike. Subject line. The subject line that I used in this email is updated training videos, Bird Dog Network. I have a headline swipe file that I use. All group coaching students have access to this stuff. And so I simply go on here and then just pick out a headline. These are the most responsive headlines, titles that worked over the last year. And so I start with these ones. All right, so we're good to go there. Subject. See headline, title, swipe file. Gil, I'm also on your real estate list, so I do get those updates. Awesome. You do know this, you will get this as a welcome email if you just joined our real estate list. If you've been on for a while now, you won't. Time Trade is used for, Maria here's asking, so if somebody goes to callgilnow.com and they click on that link, a new tab opens on any of our live links. That way they have access to the website. It's still on there, right? So for example, if I have, let's go here, right? Like under Partner with Us. Everybody's looking, those that are in the marketplace for coaching, right? It can say on there, schedule a complimentary consultation. So when they click that button, it goes into the online appointment setting account, all right? So it's got a welcome page on here, some questions on what they were looking to meet or talk about, and then the lead gets different time slots that they can set an appointment for, right? So that way I make these appointment times available when I can handle the calls. So if I work a 9 to 5 job, this, by the way, is a very cost-effective solution. It's a couple bucks a month. It's not going to break the bank. It works great even if you're trying to bootstrap. But if my time slot to talk to my leads is within a limited window, then I can already set that up so that they would schedule an appointment in a time that works for me. So it's great in prioritizing and time management, and this gives you pre-screened appointments, right? Because in the welcome email or in the overview, it'll tell people, okay, here's what you need to prepare. What are the questions you have? If you have any other questions, you can also find my main website. That way you're not answering duplicate questions from whatever your business is, right? Awesome. So with that, guys, it looks like it's business as usual for everybody else in the group. We start our Facebook marketing tomorrow. I'm going to do some Facebook ads for my real estate site, for my internet marketing training website, and depending on who we have on the session as well, we may integrate your business and show you how to set up a campaign. We'll do a live hands-on campaign that directly applies to whatever it is you are trying to promote, get some likes, or generate into some clicks. So yeah, so far so good. We hit our goals on an open rate. Click-through rate, we're definitely off the marker on there. But then again, these are not dedicated subscribers on our list. These are cold traffic from Facebook leads. And so far, I really like how the numbers have panned out. I like the quality of the emails that we were able to source from that. And so we're going to keep building on this. And now I need to connect with 1,400 people and build out a good relationship over time so we can convert them into good online sales depending on what they're looking for in this particular space. So with that, guys, thanks for jumping on. My name is Gil, and we'll see you on the next live training session. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.